Okay, okay. So we're going to talk stoneware. And first of all, how familiar are you with stoneware, Mona? Are you pretty familiar with it? Are you
I am. I mean, I use it a lot.
okay? What
So
is your
far
favorite
as
thing? Why do you like to use stoneware?
it just cook everything even.
Mm-hmm.
The kids and I cook cookies when I cook my stoneware flute pan.
Mm-hmm.
um I think Alicia's trying to find out how to get to you.
Hmm?
She just texted me
Oh, let me see if she messaged me. I don't.
because I don't know how to do it.
So she wants to get on the Zoom.
She's trying to get on to yes.
Okay, let me hold on a minute. Let me uh send her the link.
Okay.
Copy invite link. Okay. Okay, we'll let her get on and then we will come back to
Okay.
continuing.
Yeah. Like
There she
I,
is.
we use the piece of stone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I, I guess I got to use my new one because I got the old one,
Yep. Hey,
but
Lisa.
it's seasoned. It's seasoned.
Hey,
Yep. Come,
There
welcome,
she is.
welcome. Okay. Well, now, do you have stoneware or is this your first stone to get when you got your kid, Alicia?
it was my first stone to get.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about stoneware because stoneware is it's a heritage product. It's what differentiates us from a lot of other things because you can't get the stoneware like our stoneware. You can get
Mm-hmm.
stoneware, but you have to be careful because some stoneware is not made in the US and sometimes they have a trace of lead in it and you don't want things with lead in it whenever you're cooking.
Okay.
So things that are, and I had a friend who got a stone one time way back when I first started from somewhere. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know where she got it, and it leaked. She was doing something greasy on it, and it leaked right through the stone into the bottom of her oven,
Wow.
smoked everything. So you just have to. We have a good quality stone, and it's even better now that we have the stoneware fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you first. You're going to have at your shows. You're going to have um, some people that have stones, love stones, know all about stones and use them all the time. You're going to have
Mm-hmm.
people that have never used a stone, don't know anything about it. So the people that have had stones a long time are going to have our classic stoneware that has been around for years. And it was about 4 or 5 years ago, we came out with stoneware fusion, which changed some of the properties of the stoneware. So depending on how old their stone is, will determine how
Mm-hmm.
to cook with their stone. So like this is my bar
Gotcha.
pan. That's like my most loved bar pan. And you can see how dark it
Oh
is.
wow.
It's smooth. It's not rough at all. I use this all the time. I do bacon in the oven. I do shake and bake chicken. I roast vegetables. I do cookies. I do everything. I can do it
Everything.
to brownies, whatever I want to do in here. It's well loved. And something you can say at your shows is the uglier your stone looks, the better it cooks. So, you want it to
That's
look
called
ugly.
seasoning.
It's seasoning. That's right. It's seasoned. It's well loved. People are like, oh, it gets so dark. I said, oh, that means it's well loved. So, and you can see the bottom just has like the words, and it's got these just like straight lines. The stoneware
Gotcha.
fusion, how you will know if it's stoneware fusion, it's going to have this pattern on it.
Okay.
It
I
has the
saw that
stoneware
on the small one
fusion.
that Mona had on Saturday.
Say that again.
I saw that on the small one that Mona had on Saturday.
Okay, yes. So this is stoneware fusion. So let's talk about a few differences between the two. And so this one's not as, it's newer, so I haven't had it as long, but you can see it's starting to get well loved as well. And this is the medium bar.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So with the classic stoneware from years ago, um, it is not dishwasher safe. You don't want to use soap on your stones because the soap can absorb into it just a little bit. If you have
Mm,
really greasy, you can do just a little bitty tiny bit of soap just to get that
okay.
extra grease off. But what I would say to use is a baking soda and water paste.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural way to cleanse it without getting soap on it. And
Okay.
when you use your stoneware, you just use clear hot water whenever you're doing it. Now, you don't want to put cold water on a hot stone. Do you know why?
Right. Right. The rapid temperature change.
That's right. Thermal shock. What happens when you have something that's breakable and you have rapid temperature change?
Cracks.
Cracks. And then you don't have a stone. So
Mm-hmm.
no clear hot water. Something else I like to tell, I'm kind of jumping around, but it kind of goes with what we're talking about. If somebody's using a stone and let's say they're going to do a frozen pizza, I tell them don't put the pizza on your stone until it's ready to go in the oven because
Mm-hmm.
your stoneware is thermal. So if your stone is in something hot, it's going to be hot. If you have it in
Mm-hmm.
the fridge or the freezer, it's going to be cold. So it does whatever's on it. So if you put a frozen pizza on your stone and you let it sit there for 15 minutes while your oven preheats,
Mm-hmm.
what is your stone going to be? It's going to be cold
That's gonna become.
because of the frozen pizza. Your oven's going to be hot and then you're going to have
Mm-hmm.
that crack. So I always tell people put it on and put it in. Don't let it sit on your stone while you're preheating the oven. So just put your food on right before you put it in. Something else
Mm.
can cause it to crack. Let's say I had one chicken breast I wanted to cook. You would
Mm-hmm.
not use this stone. Do you know why?
Too big?
It's too big. When you're cooking on your stone, you want to have 2/3 of your stone have food on it. And they don't have to be like solid chicken
Ah,
breast, chicken breast, chicken breast, or four,
right.
whatever. But
Most of it needs to be
right.
covered.
Because what happens is where that chicken breast, if this is your chicken breast, where this is, it's not going to heat up as fast as the rest because there's nothing on the rest. So this is
Mm-hmm.
going to be cooler where your chicken breast is. This is going to be hot. So what
Gotcha.
can happen? It can cause it to crack. So when you have it evenly, it's going to heat more evenly with your stone as well. Any questions
Gotcha.
about
Mm-mm.
Um,
that?
I
Okay.
didn't know that. Hey, I got some good stone because mine been through the dishwasher, and I have the old one. Okay,
Yeah. My
mine
What's
sister-in-law
that
would put
saying?
hers
You've
in
been
the
doing
dishwasher
everything
too.
with it.
But they probably, I will tell you this, your
so what?
stones probably aren't as seasoned as mine because
Yes, mine is. It's brown.
is
Oh
it
Oh
brown?
yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
saw hers and they look like yours.
Okay. Well, that's good. So the new stoneware fusion is dishwasher safe. So if you did bacon on here and you're like, oh, I can't stand that grease, throw it in the dishwasher. It's fine. It's not going to season as quickly as it will if you just do the clear hot water, but it will do that. And the other thing you can do with the stoneware fusion is you can preheat your stone before you put your food on it. So it will
Yeah,
get
I
crisp.
saw. I was looking at that onion and I think it's onion tomato pizza,
Hmm.
and it was talking about preheating the stone with the oven
Hmm.
and then using the pizza welt to slide the pizza onto it in the oven.
Yeah. And that way the crack, I mean, when you cook frozen pizza or pizza on your stone, it gets a crisp bottom. It just does.
Right.
Because what happens is stoneware becomes the temperature of your oven. Whereas if
Mm-hmm.
you're using metal or glass, it
Right.
reflects the heat. So that's why you
Mm-hmm.
get the more burnt bottoms on metal versus the
Gotcha.
stoneware. The stoneware makes it cook evenly all the way around. Your biscuits are the same top and bottom, and your cookies
Mm-hmm.
are beautiful, but they're soft in the middle. Or if you want them crunchy, just cook them longer. You don't have to,
Gotcha.
just cook them a little longer. They're not going to burn. Um, so I want to show you a resource. Yes, Mona.
Okay, now tell me. Okay, now our new stone is called infused.
Fusion. Just
Uh,
Fusion. Fusion.
Okay, and the old
Stoneware
stone
fusion.
is called.
It's just the old kind is,
Okay,
I mean, it's classic.
so our fusion is okay. Okay, I wanted to make sure I knew the difference so I can tell because a lot of people have the older one, and
Yes.
they was
Mm-hmm.
asking me on Saturday, Sunday, well, what's the difference? And all I could tell them is dishwasher safe.
Pick that other sock up.
Yeah. So the other thing is the old stoneware line for people that are legacy Pampered Chef users. It was only heat safe to 450. You could not broil with your old
Ooh,
stoneware.
that's
The few.
I,
problematic.
he been taking care of me.
So the new stoneware is heat safe to the fusion is heat safe to 550, and that's for your unglazed stoneware. Now I'm going to show you a resource
Yeah.
here in just a second because there's a difference between our unglazed stoneware and our glazed stoneware.
Okay.
So I'm
Oh, we
going to
have both?
yep.
Okay.
On the How was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. So, but the new stoneware you can broil and you can preheat. The old stoneware you can't preheat. My mother-in-law is
Mhm.
like you, Mona. She would put a frozen peach cobbler on her stone to cook in the oven. Would you imagine that frozen thing on that stone, and her stone never broke? How? I don't know. So she had somebody watching after her too. So the other thing you will have people tell you at your shows is to keep your stone in your oven on the bottom when you're cooking. That's an old myth that some consultants would say that is not true. And the reason why is if something were to drip on it while it's in there, it could cause it to crack. So you don't ever want to just leave it in your oven to keep the oven cooking evenly. So sometimes people will say that, and I say, I know a lot of people were told that a long time ago, but that's not true. And you just got to be
Okay.
careful with that. So that's something else that people tell you. Okay.
Oh, so don't keep it in your oven.
No, not when you're cooking something else.
Okay. I'm
No, I mean, I
taking notes.
store mine in my oven, a lot of them, not all of them. They wouldn't all fit in my oven because I have so many. But
Okay.
when you're cooking, take it out. Don't leave it in the bottom of the oven.
Bottom. Okay.
Yeah. So I want to show you all a resource that, and it's not just for stoneware. So when you're in Consultants Corner and you go to over here on these links, I got to move y'all.
Okay.
Let's see. And when you click on links, you go to the Learning Center. And this is a great resource. Hopefully y'all are going through these different things too. Makes it easy by category. Oh, it's being slow.
It's been slow all afternoon. It took me
So
forever
the
to check somebody out.
so the fusion we can go up to 550 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, come on, deal. Let's
You don't
see.
want to put them on. Who took the bandage off?
Let's see.
Why?
Close this. I'm gonna close a couple things. Maybe that'll speed it up. Let me hit refresh.
Didn't I tell you not to take it off?
Okay, here we go.
Yes, I did.
So
Okay. Yeah, I've been through that.
when you scroll on down, you got down here to product training.
Okay.
And
I haven't been in that one.
Yep,
Okay.
you all topics. Alicia, I muted you while you were chatting. Just FYI, if you're saying something, I can't hear you.
Thank you. I forgot to hit the button.
That's okay. Come on. Well, I hit the product training. Let me refresh again. There it goes. Okay. So when you're on the product training, there are all different topics: introduction, the holiday products, gifts, what comes in your launch kit, what comes in your success rewards, small appliances, selling cookware. But here is what we're talking about, selling stoneware. So you can hit start learning. And it talks about your unglazed stoneware, how it's dishwasher safe, can be preheated, go under the broiler. It gets the natural nonstick finish the more you use it. Partially glazed stoneware is not dishwasher safe. And it does get the nonstick finish where it's not. I didn't bring a glazed one in here, but you know, because y'all saw it at the shows, but the outside has the glaze. And then the inside is just stoneware and the bottom is just stoneware. So that inside is going to get that same seasoning process, but the glaze makes it pretty to look at. So you're not serving from a well-seasoned stone. Some people are real funny about that. Some people won't buy stones because they don't look pretty when you use them. So the glazed stone gives them an option. Then it has a whole section on how to sell it. I'm not going to read this because y'all can go in and do this, but I just wanted you to know it's here. It talks about things of what you can say in the demo, the value, how they can use their host benefits. And it's got like, I'm just not going to go to it. So when you get down here to the next section, what you can do is it has a hyperlink here for unglazed stoneware. So when you click that, it brings you to a whole thing of all the different information about the unglazed stones.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then it has the same thing for your partially glazed. Totally same thing. See, this is heat safe to 500, the partially glazed. Oh, I guess it is dishwasher safe. I didn't think it was. Okay. Anyway,
Now give me
I
a
usually don't put mine in the dishwasher. I just hand wash them personally. So,
give me an example of which one is our partial glaze.
okay. So partially glazed are like the white round stone we did the taco ring. It has the
Oh,
glaze around the outside, but you see this is stone. Then there's your glaze. On your rectangle baker, the outside part is the glaze, but that inside, if that casserole wasn't there, it would just look like stone. If you turn these two pieces upside down,
mm-hmm.
they look like stone on the bottom also.
Okay, okay,
So that is that. So this is an amazing resource
okay,
for you.
okay.
And something I'd like to encourage you to do when you're talking about stoneware is it's made in the USA, which is good. People love things that are made in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
That's a feature. It's heat safe to 500 or 550 degrees. That's a feature. It's dishwasher safe. That's a feature. Those things are important, but they're not necessarily what sells a product.
Mm-hmm.
That is your head. That's your head stuff. What's going to sell the product is your cookies are going to turn out perfect every time. They're going to be crisp on the outside, soft in the middle. Your family is going to love for you to bring cookies every time they get together. Or when you make that roast chicken in your deep covered baker in just 30 minutes in the microwave and it falls off the bone, your family is going to be so happy to have the moistest, juiciest chicken you've ever had for dinner. When you're telling stories about how that product performs and how it's going to make them be super mom or a better cook or easy to use, that's what sells it. You're selling to their heart. Your kids friend your friends are going to love coming to your house because they love your cookies because they taste so good. Or family get-togethers are always a hit at your house because they know that when you cook that lasagna in your rectangle baker, you're not going to have a burnt bottom. Every layer is going to taste the same. Or if you cook a small roast in your deep cover baker, you put it in the oven before you go to church Sunday. When you come home, your house smells amazing. You've got a roast that falls apart and your family's got a healthy meal to eat. Those are what's going to sell your stoneware to your friends. You can tell them the features, but the benefits, which is what the stories that I was telling, that's what will get people to want those particular pieces. Something I used to like to tell at my shows, and I've gotten away from it, but I need to get back to it. Everybody needs 3 stones. You need a flat stone, so you can do your chicken tenders and your French fries and your cookies and whatever else, and reheat your leftovers. Oh, that's another thing. Reheating leftovers on stoneware is the best. Put those leftover awesome blossom chicken tenders, French fries, whatever on there. Fried fish, like if you had some fried fish left, put it on the stone, reheat it in the oven for like 10 minutes at 400, and it tastes just almost as good as it did the first time. It's not rubbery like it is in the microwave. It's the best way to reheat leftovers. But they need a flat stone for all those things. They need a family stone. Family stones are things like the 9x13 rectangle baker, the deep covered baker, the mini deep covered baker, the round baker, which is what you got to make your apple crisp in, Mona. That's that round baker. Okay. Those are a family stone. What those can be done, you can make your main dishes, you can make your sides, you can make cakes, you can do, this is, if you have the rectangle 9x13 stone, just get a box angel food cake mix and whisk it. Don't use a mixer, just whisk it with a whisk. Pour it in your 9x13. No, don't put anything on it. Just pour it in there. Bake it about 25 to 30 minutes till it starts to crack on the top. Cool it upside down on your cooling rack. When you're done, it just pulls away from the side and you have the moistest, best angel food cake ever. So anyway, just a little side note.
You cook it for 25 minutes?
25 to 30 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
So it's in the rectangle baker. But you don't put anything on it because it needs to stick to the sides to rise. And you cool it upside down because if you don't, the air pockets sink. and then you have a flat angel food cake. So you cool it upside down. Like so. Anyway, I digress, but that's one of my favorite cakes. And it turns out good every time. But the family stone, 5-stone family stone, and then a fun stone. A fun stone would be something like the new stoneware muffin stone that we just came out. That's while supplies last. They can do little individual pizza pockets. They can do muffins. They can do little individual pull apart breads. A fun stone would be something like that. That you don't use all the time, but it's fun to have when you need it. So when somebody says, well, I already got a stone, then that's when you can talk about, hey, there's 3 types of stones that you might want to have. You want to have a flat stone, a family stone, and that, and then tell them why, and then go from that. So that's I just wanted to kind of hit the highlights of that. Did that answer questions? Did that tell you things you didn't know about stoneware?
Yeah.
So
okay, now your flat stoneware is like your pizza pan, the small, medium, large pan that we have.
mhm.
Okay, and then the family is the large one, right? The 9
Like
by
the rectangle
13.
baker. Let me get a catalog.
Yeah.
So your flat stones, you got all these are like your flat stones.
Okay.
So all those are your flat stones. You have the personal pizza, medium pizza, and the pizza, and then you have the small oven square one that goes in the air fryer, fits in the air fryer, the rectangle. And I consider the bar pans flat stones also.
Okay, yeah, that's
Then,
what I was
yeah. And then like your loaf pan, that would be a fun stone. Or it
Okay.
could be a family stone. Your pie plate would be a fun stone because that you're going to use when you're entertaining and making pies. Family stones are your deep covered bakers, rectangle baker, round baker.
Round baker.
Those would be your family stones.
Now
So
that deep covered stone, like my purple one, the I can cook an apple pie in that, right? I mean the apple crisp in that.
in this, yes.
Yes. Okay, because I had somebody ask me Sunday if they could cook that in that pan.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Okay.
be in like the deep
Do
round baker.
would they have to not use the lid?
Yeah, don't use the lid
Don't use the
because
lid.
it'll sweat. The
It won't
topping
be
won't
crispy.
turn out as good. Yeah, it'll be
Mhm.
soggier. So because it would
Okay.
have that moisture. Because what it does is it self-bastes itself when you have that lid, like when you're doing your chicken, because that condensation will drip back on the chicken and moisture and keeps
Right.
it moist. So if you did that with your apple crisp, it would do the same thing, and you don't want that for your crisp.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. I
Okay.
think it was very helpful to me because I didn't know the difference between the fusion and the glaze. And well, I knew it was a stoneware, but I just looked at okay, it's just nice and pretty on the outside.
Yep.
So now I can use the proper wording
Yeah.
for it. That it's
And I would encourage you to go to the training center and read through
yeah.
that. I really would.
Yeah.
So that's all I have about stoneware, but it's
It
important.
was very helpful to me.
Good.
I didn't know anything. Yeah.
It's very important to know your products.
Yeah.
Because when people ask questions, you don't want to just say, I don't know, or you don't
The
want to.
usefulness.
Yes.
The usefulness of our products.
And how they're multi-purpose, like the loaf pan. You can do meatloaf. You can do a half a lasagna. You can do, you can do the pull-apart bread. You can do banana bread. The pizza, like the bar pan, you can do bacon, but you can do a double batch of brownies. You can do shake and bake. You can do, so the multi-purpose, you can do lots of things with. So.
Right, because I roast my vegetables a lot on my small
It's
pan.
the best thing for roasting vegetables. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now this was helpful. I like this here. Now I'm gonna tell you, Miss Angela.
Very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next week's Thanksgiving, we won't do one next week.
Right.
So we'll probably do another one
Okay.
in December. I don't know what. So we may do something on, I don't know. I'll think on that. Either cutlery or on cookware. So we'll do one or the other.
Okay.
So we'll do that in December. But you can always go to the product training in the learning center at any time for any product when somebody have a question.
Yeah. Yeah, this is. I mean, this was helpful. Even if you don't do it weekly, just once a month. This could be our, little team meeting, and or something. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I like the feedback. So good.
Well, I drank the tea early, but it was still very good.
Very, very good. Okay. Well, thank y'all for being on. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.